Question. You'll know. English. Do you know? Do you? Do ya? Do ya? Do you know? Intonation up. Do you know? Do ya? Do ya? Do you know? Do you play? Let's practice. You understand? Do you understand? Not do you understand? Do you understand? You work? Do you work? Do you work? You relax? Do you relax? Do you relax? You drink? Do you drink? You study? Do you study? Do you study? We put the intonation on the question word. So here the question is understand. So we say, do you understand? Let's take, for example, play football or basketball. The question isn't play, the question is football or basketball. So when we say, do you play football or basketball? Do you play football? Up. Do you play football or basketball? Do you play football or basketball? What if not football or basketball, but just football? Do you play football or do you watch football? Contrast, play or watch. Do you play football or do you watch football? Do you play football or do you watch football? Now practice. Do you live here or do you live there? Do you live here or do you live there? Work here. Do you work here or do you live here? Work, live. Do you work here or do you live here? Do you work here or do you live here? This is the main pronunciation, do ya. Some people, when they speak, they don't say do ya, they say dear, dear. For example, do you understand? Do you understand? Do you work? Do you relax? And some people say j. Do you understand? Do you work? When you speak, if you want, you can say, do you understand? Dear, dear. Or, do you understand? Do you understand? Maybe do ya is easier for you. But if you want to practice, do you understand? That's not a problem. Do you know is not very good articulation, but it's very typical. I say do you know. One last thing. For contrast with do you understand, look at this dialogue. John, do you understand what we practiced? Do you understand? Yes, yes, yes. Do you understand? So if we stress you for contrast, then we say you. If there's no stress, do you understand? Then we say yeah. Now, he. So, he know? Does he know? Does he know? Does he know? Does he? Does he? Does he know? Not does he, but does he? Does he know? Does he know? He understand? Does he understand? He ski? Does he ski? He work? Does he work? He play? Does he play? He swim? Does he swim? Some people don't say does he, they say does he. For example, does he swim? Does he swim? Does he swim? Maybe this is difficult, so you can just say does he. Now she, understand? Does she? Does she? Does sh, too difficult to say does she, so we say does she. Does she? Does she understand? She know? Does she know? She ski? Does she ski? She work? Does she work? She play? Does she play? Now, what, when, where, why do you work, go, play, see? So, what do you like? Do you, dear? What do you like? What, dear? What do you? What, dear? Not what, dear? What, dear? What do you like? Intonation. Do you like? Do you like? Yes, no. But what do you like? What do you like? Not what do you like? But what do you like? What you do? What do you do? Where you live? Where you live? Where do you live? Where you work? Where do you work? Why you study English? Why do you study English? When you relax? When do you relax? Now, say, what do you like? What do you like? But what music do you like? So, what do you like? But with an object, what music do you like? What music do you like? What books do you read? What books do you read? What books do you read? What languages you know? What languages do you know? A little bit more difficult. What type of music do you like? What type of music? What type of, type of, type of. What type of? What type of music do you like? What type of music do you like? What type of music do you like? What type of books do you read? What type of books do you read? Like before, if there's a contrast, we don't say what do you do, we say what do you do. For example, what do you do? I'm a doctor. What do you do? I'm a teacher. What does he do? What does he do? What does he? Does he? Does he? What does he? What does he? What does he do? Like. What he like? What does he like? What does he like? Where he live? Where does he live? Practice. What does he like? Where does he live? What he play? What does he play? When he ski? When does he ski? Now, what music does he like? What music does he? Music does he? What music does he like? What music does he like? What books he read? What books does he read? What languages he know? What languages does he know? What type of books does he read? What type of books does he read? And lastly, she. What's she like? Does she? Does she? Does she? What does she? What does she? What does she? Does she? What does she? What does she? What's she like? What does she like? What's she know? What does she know? What does she understand? What does she understand? What movies she watch? What movies does she watch? Does she watch? Does she? Does she? What movies does she watch? Movies does she watch? What movies does she watch? What type of music she like? What type of music? What type of music does she like? 3 more things. First thing, we, they, I don't change. So you, what are you? What are you? But what are we? What are they? What are I? No change. Second thing, you can hear, I don't say what do you, what, I say what do. Because of do, does. What are you? What is he? What is she? Da, 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 da. Third thing, in America, they don't say wa, they say wa. So, what do you do? In America, wa. What do you do? What does she play? American. What does she play? Wa. What does she play? In Australia, Britain, New Zealand, say what. What do you do? What does she play? Canada is the same as America. They say wa. What do you want? So what do you want? It's American or Canadian. What do you want? Australian, British or New Zealand. Okay, practice. Choose a verb, play, and practice it with you, he and she. What do you want? What do you play? What does he play? What does she play? When you practice, focus on intonation and do it not too quickly. What do you play? What does he play? What does she play? And then choose different structures. What kind of music does he like? And keep practicing with different verbs.